Hi guys, I'm Diansu. Currently, I am falling into the abyss, but that's an aside. Before the show begins, if you enjoy this video, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications whenever I upload new content. Anyways, without further deliberation, let the show begin. Minecraft is a game with many mods, yet many of these mods get lost to the sands of time. So, to prevent this, I've decided to give some of these underrated and obscure mods a review. So let's dive down into it. Fresh off the drawing board and deep in WIP, Darker Depths is a mod that expands on the caves of Minecraft. It currently adds two work-in-progress mobs, the Magma Minion, a small, relatively weak beast, and the significantly more dangerous Glowshroom monster. Several small updates have been introduced by Darker Depths. For example, you may spot small glowing mushrooms dotting the cave landscape, which is also changed visibly with Darker Depths 1.17 like cave carvers. Crystal Melon. The Glowshroom Cap is a new wearable item that, if worn, not only gives the wearer haste, but also offers Optifine users a dynamic light on their head, making this quite a useful tool for any caver tired of placing down torches when exploring. The Molten Cavern is one of the two biomes added by Darker Depths. With its ash-laden atmosphere, survival in this biome will be quite difficult. However, it is the only place so far where you can find slate and the mysterious amber, and while currently it is mostly inert, it will be given some use in the future, so I'd recommend to start stockpiling. The Sandy Catacombs is the second biome added in by Darker Depths. This biome is home to the shallower Arid Stone and the deeper Limestone, and is also the only place where you can find silver ore. Don't worry, I did not turn my good friend Silver into an ore, please do not investigate it.
Why ends up in your pants?
Like Amber, it is currently inert, however will have future uses. Beyond that, roots and fossils will be a common sight within the biome, along with mildly fatal clusters of sand. Petrified wood is a new variety of wood added in by Darker Depths. However, unlike other logs, this does not generate from a tree, but rather must be created by placing a regular log over a burning soul soil. Petrified wood comes in most varieties of wood products, however does lack item forms like sticks, bowls, and the like. As a final note, this mod also backports the 1.17 ore textures into 1.16. Voyage is a mod that adds many new biomes into Minecraft, however there's a catch to it. For you see, none of these biomes add a new block to the game, instead using only vanilla blocks. But before you lose interest, don't worry, if you have terrain gen changing mods like Upgrade Aquatic or Neapolitan, their features will generate in Voyage biomes. Guns Without Roses is a pretty simple mod that adds various firearms into the game, so let's dive down into it. The Iron Gun is the baseline gun for the player. It is easy to acquire and has a relatively low fire rate and damage. However, if you do want to trade durability for enchantability, you can craft a golden gun. The Diamond Shotgun is one of 3 specialized firearms. With its multiple shots and ability to bypass the half second of invincibility when damage is taken, in the right hands a Diamond Shotgun can truly raise hell. The Sniper Rifle is the premier weapon for anyone who wants to pick off their opponents from range. With its extreme accuracy and damage multiplier of 1.5, it's best not to mess with a good sniper that has access to invisibility potions. The Diamond Gatling is perhaps the most dangerous gun from this mod. With its high fire rate and dodging of damage invincibility, a Gatling gun in the right hands can destroy an entire raid. Of course, no gun is complete without bullets, because if it has no bullets, it's just a piece of metal shaped like an L. But that's an aside. Guns Without Roses offers 4 varieties of bullets, being the cheap but low damaging flint, the hunger-consuming Moss of Gluttony, the mid-range iron, and the fiery but costly blazing. If the current weapons don't satisfy what you need in a firearm, you can always give your gun enchantments. For accuracy, invest in Bullseye, for damage, Impact, ammo saving, Preserving, and firing speed, Sleight of Hand. Frozen Up offers the Chillu. A resident of all snowy biomes, Chillus are friendly, tameable mobs that love to dig up the ground for various roots, tubers, and most notably, frozen truffles. A unique fungi that can only be acquired through Chillu digging. If you feed this to a Chillu, it will cause them to become tame to whoever feeds them. Chillus will occasionally shed their warm feathers, which you can craft into blocks, or into a feather lamp, a light source activated by the player themselves that does not melt any blocks. The mug is a new item added in by Frozen Up that can be filled with milk. And while this may seem redundant since we already have milk buckets, you see, if you craft this milk mug with cocoa beans, you'll get chocolate milk that not only clears all effects, but also gives the drinker speed along with regeneration. To further sweeten the deal, if you craft the chocolate milk with a truffle, we'll talk about them later, you'll get truffle hot chocolate that not only gives the drinker regeneration, but also clears only negative effects. Now that's something I can drink to. Tastes quite sweet with a little bit of an earthy accent. I like this. Frozen truffles can be thawed by being thrown into a smoker, which turns them into their unfrozen form, and with this you can make many new food items like truffle muffins, truffle cakes, and of course, truffle hot chocolate. As a final note, Chilus can be given sweaters by right-clicking them with wool, thus becoming the third member of the Animals That Wear Clothes Club. Odd Water Mobs adds 5 strange yet very much real underwater denizens into the overworld, along with a new deep ocean biome. So, without further deliberation, let's begin. The coelacanth is a rare, ancient ocean mob, and fun fact, IRL coelacanths are more closely related to us humans than they are to other fish. That aside, coelacanths only spawn when it's raining, and if caught can fetch a high price amongst villagers. The anglerfish is a common sight within the depths, yet in spite of its commonness, its hunting ability should not be underestimated. What should be underestimated is its ability to survive out of water, where you see, if left out of water for a long enough time, it will quickly deflate and then die. And upon death, it will drop a raw anglerfish. Raw anglerfish can be crafted into bioluminescent scales, which function as a light source. Horseshoe crabs are another ancient organism. This time, however, they won't be too difficult to find, with their natural habitats being the beach. If you do decide to poach one of these sea Roombas, you'll get a horseshoe crab carapace, which you can then use to craft a potion of vigor, which gives you 2 hearts and 4 saturation every time you consume food. Ah yes, the isopod. When they're not eating Doritos every few years, you'll find them at the darkest depths of the new deep ocean dunes biome. If you kill an isopod, they'll drop their meat, which can be cooked or brewed raw into the potion of sinking, which, when applied, essentially gives the affected the equivalent to slowness underwater. Giant spider crabs, while seeming like abyssal horrors, are actually quite innocuous, with them being peaceful residents of the warm and lukewarm oceans. There, they will spend their days digging up random things from the sand, with the loot being determined by the type of block they dig. But beware, they aren't completely innocent, for you see, they are actually breedable with almost any variety of meat. If you breed spider crabs, instead of spawning a single baby crab, one of the crabs will produce a clutch of eggs as an item. If you right-click these, you'll spawn 0 to 4 baby spider crabs. Sadly, these babies are extremely fragile, with them only having 1 HP. However, as a bonus, you can keep them in buckets for safety. As a small note, Odd Water Mobs adds a new music disc called the Bathysphere. Here's a small preview of it to those interested. Odd Water Mobs adds the all-new Deep Ocean Dunes biome, an extremely dark and just as deep ocean biome where you can find many of the aforementioned mobs. Along with that, at its floor you can find the all-new Deep Sand, a new variety of block composed of all the ungodly biowaste that ends up at the bottom of the sea, that also harbors the strange giant tube worm. As a final note, this mod will soon add the mysterious Chimera, or as some may note, Ghost Shark, into the game. This show's gotta come to an end, so if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. This is your host, Diansu.